Hey everybody, today I'm going to be doing an unboxing video of my latest trail camera purchase. This is the Victure HC400 20 megapixel trail camera. And if you've watched my videos before, you know I like doing these videos in case there's somebody out there who's thinking about buying the same item and they just want to get an idea of what does it look like when it comes in. I got this off of Amazon. As with all my purchases, I buy it with my own money. I don't get anything for doing these videos other than just trying to help people out. So if you've watched my videos before, you'll know that this isn't my first experience with Victure trail cameras. I've actually used a couple of their models before, and I gotta tell you, for the price, if you're on a budget, these things work really great. So a couple of things in here. We've got the owner's manual, warranty cards. We'll take a look at the camera in just a second. I'm gonna fly through, show you the items, and then we'll get it set up and take a look at the quality of the images. So this is a metal mounting bracket. You basically mount this into a tree or a post, and then you can sit the camera on these threaded screws. I'll show you that in a second. Your traditional strap that you can run through the back of a camera, run that around a tree. And then they give you a USB charging cable. You're going to use this if you want to pull images from the camera by plugging it into your computer, or if there's any kind of firmware updates, you're going to need this cord to plug the camera in and retrieve the firmware updates. So that's everything it comes with. Let's take a look at the camera itself. So I mentioned I've used these before. I've never had any negative experience with Victure trail cameras. A couple of things I like about them. They've got the threaded mount on the back and on the bottom. I don't ever use this strap, I always use this one, and it's kind of nice to have the option of doing it on the back or bottom. A lot of cameras will just put it on the bottom, whereas Victure puts it on the back of their cameras, which is a nice touch. The other thing I like is I like running these trail cameras off of a solar panel, and this model runs off of a 6-volt solar panel, or you can run it off of AA batteries. You'll also notice there's a little hole at the bottom here. That's for recording audio sound. That's an option in your videos. When you're recording video, you can record sound or not, and that's where your microphone is embedded. Setup on/off button down here. This one does run on a micro SD card. It doesn't run on the full SD card. And then this would be the USB port if you needed to plug it into the computer. Kind of a nice touch here. They added a string for easy removal of the battery cover, and that would be where you would need to put in your AA batteries if you're going to run it off of AA batteries. So that's a quick unboxing. What I'll do, oops, I left the string hanging out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put some batteries in it, or hook it up to a solar panel, and we'll go through the settings real quick, and then we'll put it out. We'll get some test images and videos so you can see the quality. Hey everybody, so as I mentioned earlier, I thought it might be beneficial just to go through the setup, show you some of the features and how this camera works as far as being set up. I'm running it just off of a 6-volt solar panel. I did want to show you though, I don't have any batteries in the camera. You can run this camera off of 4 AA batteries or 8 AA batteries, whatever's your preference. They do recommend Duracell or Energizer non-lithium batteries if you're going to run it off the batteries, but in my case I've got a solar panel, so I'm just going to run it off of that. When you open the camera, down here at the bottom you've got an off button, setup, and on. You've got one switch. We're just going to move that to setup. Then you're going to notice you've got a menu button, a shot button, a mode button, a replay button. Shot would be if you're wanting to just take an image, a still shot with the camera. We're going to be going into the menu. I'm going to show you some of the menu settings. Replay would be if you want to view the images that your camera has taken on your actual camera. I don't usually do that. I plug the camera into a computer, or I just pull the memory card, stick the memory card in the computer, and that's how I look at my images. So if we press the menu button here, that'll take us into our menu settings. One of the things I like about this camera is that the buttons actually stick out. They're not pushed in. So it's really easy to know that you're clicking the button. All you're going to do is use the arrows here to go on down to all of your settings. Now I've kind of been through this already and kind of set it up the way I wanted to, but I'll just show you guys. So mode, for example, if you wanted to go into that setting, you get on it, press OK. You can choose whether you want it just to take pictures, just to take video, or take pictures and video when it gets triggered. Picture size is going to be what size megapixel do you want your images to be. I'm going to do the best images so you can get a good view of what the camera images look like in best quality. So 20 megapixel images. Video size, again, I'm doing 1080p. That's the highest resolution for videos on here. Picture number would be when it gets triggered, how many pictures do you want it to take? You can have it take multiple pictures every time it's triggered. I usually just leave that on 1. Video length is if you're going to do videos, as I am in my case, how long do you want the video to be? You can set that on whatever you want. And I love that they give you individual second variations, where some cameras give you like 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 20. I like being able to go and say, I want 17 seconds, something specific. Interval is how often do you want it to reset itself after it's been triggered. So I've got it set to reset itself after 30 seconds. Time lapse would be if you're not wanting motion, you just want the camera to take a picture at a certain time every day. You can set that up in time lapse. Timestamp is going to be if you want the date and time, temperature, stuff like that displayed on the images, or if you just want the images plain with no display at the bottom. I'm going to leave that on. Time switch would be if we wanted the camera to only operate during certain times of the day. Maybe you only want to take nighttime pictures, but you don't want daytime pictures. You can set that up under time switch. You can put a password on the camera. You can put the serial number set. You can determine your side passive infrared as well as your infrared sensitivity here. So this is going to be if you want the side infrared on, and then this is going to be your sensitivity. I'm just going to leave that on high. We can change the language. We can format our SD card. We can set the clock. We can reset it back to factory default. We can have it set to auto turn off at a different time. So I've got it set for 5 minutes. Now auto power off doesn't mean that the camera goes off. It just means if I happen to leave this on, after 5 minutes, the camera will basically set itself and it'll trigger itself to start working. This beep, I'll put that on. It just makes a noise whenever we're moving through our menu. So that's usually on these Victure cameras, that's usually the first thing I go turn off, because to me it's just annoying. And then you can choose whether or not you want to record volume on your videos or not. That's pretty much it. System would be to give you the information about the camera or do a firmware update. Probably not going to use that, but just so you know, that's where it is. So that's a quick run through of the settings. It's really easy. There's not much to setting this camera up. That's what I like about them. They're very basic. Once you've got it set the way you want, you're just going to use the button down here. We're going to switch it to on, and that's going to be what turns on the camera and sets itself. So I hope that helps. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut it off, get it outside. We'll take some sample images and videos, and I'll attach those so you can see the quality. I hope this video helped.